Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. In motion left goes Allen. Caleb going to throw right away. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nolan Smith, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Allen, the man in motion right. Throwing is Williams. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This now a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Williams. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Williams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Second and 7 from the 20. To the air, Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Third down at 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And that, boy, a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Williams. That'll be caught. It's Scott. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 22 yards there. A first down. To throw, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Touchdown, Chicago! Keenan Allen, 60 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and a couple. Throwing is Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's got Allen. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Williams able to slither by. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert from 21 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
That's good for another Chicago Bears.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing is Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Back to the running game with Swift. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Allen has it, left side. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Here's Williams. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
This is intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the gun, here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To throw, it's Williams. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Carter able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. Powerful running, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And good job of just fighting through 1 tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done. Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Williams. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline. He's got Odunze. And they'll get this down to the 10. Here's 1st down. Throwing again here, Williams. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.